Hello, welcome to my Wednesday vlog. And the first thing we're going to do is talk about my course. And here's me from the 6 Awesome People channel talking about the course this morning. We had day 3 yesterday, day 2, and that'll be enough for you today to listen to. Some good stuff in there. What remember today? Oh well, obviously testing. My course day 2. Let's see what happened on day 2. I'm gonna really excite you now. Yeah. What did we do yesterday? We don't know. You know? No. You weren't there, were you? No. Right. Let's see. What date was yesterday? Yesterday was the 5th. 5th of April. 5th of April. Yeah, let's see what we did. Oh yeah, we opened up with there was 3 of us in the course yesterday. And 2 other guys, yep. We'll be 5 next week because the 2 other boys were changed shifts, so they're back on the 1 o'clock course next week. They're in a different part of the factory. Right, recap last week's course. We had a recap of last week's course on the board. We all knew what happened last week. We all wrote what happened last week. And I found out I have a photographic memory. And you gotta get on the big wave and off the small waves. So when you're doing something in life, you gotta try. Go higher, you know. Reach for higher. Like even doing video blogs, basic videos, short ones, and up to longer ones. You gotta keep going. When you reach a certain limit, you won't stop. Cause it's like when I do videos, I don't even think about it anymore. I just turn on the camera and ramble. Right, we got 4 stages of learning, folks. Unconscious, unconscious. Inconscious, conscious. Conscious, competence. Unconscious, competence. So you're unconscious and conscious, like at 5 when you want to ride a bike, say, or no, you're going to come in a car, you don't care how you get there. Inconscious and conscious, by 14, 15, you might think about how to drive a car, how the pedals work. Conscious competence, you know how to do something, but you have to think about it. Does that mean it might work? And then you have unconscious competence, you know how to do something, and you just do it naturally, like doing the videos. Don't even think about it, just turn on the camera and talk. Then we drew the qualities of a person. This most important. Who is what is an effective person? Very interesting. And we did a flight syndrome. For example, let's go back to the caveman. When the caveman saw the saber-toothed tiger, he had a choice. He could run, or he could fight the tiger. And what he probably did was he ran away, hid under a tree, and thought about it for a while. And then thought about how to kill the tiger. Fight or flight is in everything. You gotta do something. That's like when speaking on camera, you gotta do it, or you don't do it. Then we did the VACA learning style self-assessment questionnaire, which I'll be posting a few questions on sometime. I am a visual learner, so the 15 of my questions were A's. 7 were auditory and 8 were kinesthetic. And you want to know what they are. Sure, I'm bored. Are you bored yet? Because I am. Someone with a visual learning style has a preference for seeing or observe things, including pictures, diagrams, demonstrations, displays, handouts, films, flip charts, etc. These people will use phrases such as "show me," "let's have a look at that," and will be best able to perform a new task after reading the instructions or watching someone else do it first. These are people who work from lists, reading directions and instructions. Someone with an auditory learning style has a preference for the transfer of information through listening, spoken word, of self or others, of sounds and noises. These people will use phrases such as tell me, let's talk over it, let's talk it over, and will be best able to perform a new task after listening to instructions from an expert. These are the people who are happy being given spoken instructions over the telephone and can remember all the words to a song they hear. Someone with a kinesthetic learning style has a preference for physical experience, touching, feeling, holding, doing, practical hands-on experience. These people use phrases such as let me try, how do you feel, and will best able to perform a new task by going ahead and trying it out, learning as they go. These are people who like to experiment hands-on and never look at the instructions first. For example, here's a few questions for you. When I meet an old friend, I say, it's great to see you. I say it's great to hear from you. I give them a hug or a handshake. I know things best by writing notes or keeping printed details, saying them aloud, playing them aloud, or repeating words and key points in my head, doing or practicing the activity or imagining it being done. Now, if you said A, write notes, etc., you're a visual learning style. Say them aloud, you've got an auditory learning style, or doing or practicing the activity or imagining it being done, but an aesthetic learning style. Yippee jippee. People commonly have a May preferred learning style, which will be part of a blend of all three. Some people have a very strong preference, other people have a more even mixture of two or less common three styles. When you know your preferred learning style, you understand the type of learning that best suits you. This enables you to choose the types of learning that best work for you. There is no right or wrong learning style. The point is there are types of learning that are right for your own preferred learning style. And the final thing we did yesterday in class was feelings experienced in a week. What kind of feelings do you experience in a week? Sad, happy, angry, frustrated, bored, excited, tired, relaxed, relieved, annoyed, scared, hungry, thirsty, craving, motivated, and lazy. And we acted out the 5 emotions as a group. Reading, body language. And the final thing we tested was creative logic. Let's have a look at this diagram. You have a left side, a left brain, and a right brain, right? Your left side is logic, your right side is creative. And here's our eyes. You look at people's eyes, right? People's eyes go left, right, or down. Depending on what style they've got. Right, that's all from this week's course. Hope you enjoyed a little chat on my course. And next week is part 3. Haha, how exciting. See you all next week on the Powers of. Well, I hope that didn't bore you. Right, here's something else. Well, as you may have noticed on my channel, you see the legacy of Mike Shabber. That's Mike Spinner, Shabber Crane here on YouTube. Now, as I'm a partner, I'm able to upload videos of more than an hour, even longer. So, what I did, I asked Mike for the files, and I uploaded them here on this channel. So, hope you enjoyed them, and there's more to come. We have 5 parts so far, 4 videos so far. But if you go to Everything at Random channel or Bedo's Secret, you will see those same films divided up into little parts. Same information, nothing cut out, just divided up into 7 parts, and they're all in playlists on those channels. That's the Bedo's Secret channel. Where you find that? Some people like to watch things in small chunks, so that's a good place to watch in small chunks. And they're all attached to the videos on here, the longer ones. Alright. I'm very tired today. I was up to 3 o'clock last night. Probably Ziggy was on Blog TV last night. Roger Ziggy. Yeah. But anyway, so check that out. Go check them out. That's what I say. Go check them out. And Here's what is what's that? Here's one of the shorter ones you have to listen to. I think it's chapter 2. Okay, just a little sample. And I'm going because I am busy man, and Bedoboy is up next for his Powers of 5 video. Actually, Bedoboy! Bedoboy! What? Are you going to your Powers of 5 video now? I am. I'll see you in a minute. Okay. Cheers, folks. See you next week on a Wednesday vlog. Sorry this has been boring, but who cares?